Cristiano Ronaldo's emotional outburst, a sign of passion or poor sportsmanship. Cristiano Ronaldo, one of the most decorated footballers in history, has often been praised for his passion, determination, and relentless drive for success. However, his recent reaction to John Duran's controversial red card in Al Nassr's match against Al Ettifaq has sparked a heated debate among fans and analysts. Was his outburst a justified expression of frustration, or did it reflect an unprofessional lack of composure? This essay delves into the incident, offering both a personal and professional perspective on Ronaldo's behavior and its implications for his legacy and the sport as a whole. Understanding Ronaldo's reaction. During the match, John Duran received a contentious red card in the 95th minute for what appeared to be a light tap on Abdullah Al-Malki's head. Al-Malki exaggerated the contact, rolling on the ground in apparent distress, which convinced the referee to send Duran off. Ronaldo, visibly enraged by the decision, reacted by gesturing angrily at the linesman, throwing his arms up in protest, and eventually kicking the ball into the stands. His frustration continued as he confronted the fourth official while walking toward the dugout. This reaction has drawn criticism from fans and pundits alike, with many labeling his actions as childish and unnecessary. Some believe that as a senior player and captain, he should have set a better example, while others argue that his anger was an understandable response to a poor refereeing decision. The question remains, should Ronaldo be condemned for his behavior, or should it be viewed as an inevitable reaction from a fiercely competitive athlete? The professional perspective. Leadership and responsibility. From a professional standpoint, sportsmanship is a fundamental aspect of football. Players, especially those of Ronaldo's stature, are expected to lead by example. While emotions run high in competitive matches, maintaining composure is crucial. Ronaldo's reaction, though understandable given the questionable nature of the red card, could have been handled with more restraint. His actions did not change the referee's decision, but instead drew negative attention to himself and his team. Al Nassr's manager, Stefano Pioli, acknowledged that while the red card was questionable, players must remain composed. His post-match comments suggested that while the frustration was warranted, losing control only compounded the team's problems. This aligns with the broader principle in professional sports that emotional discipline is just as important as technical skill. When a senior figure like Ronaldo acts out, it sets a precedent for younger players, potentially encouraging a culture of dissent rather than resilience. A personal perspective. Passion versus petulance. On a personal level, many fans sympathize with Ronaldo's frustration. Football is an emotional game, and refereeing decisions can sometimes feel unjust. Given Ronaldo's competitive nature and high expectations, his anger is not surprising. His career has been defined by an insatiable desire to win, and moments like these showcase his deep investment in the game. However, there is a fine line between passion and petulance. While Ronaldo's reaction was fueled by a sense of injustice, his actions were ultimately counterproductive. Instead of channeling his energy into motivating his team to recover from the setback, he allowed frustration to dictate his behavior. This is not the first time he has displayed such outbursts, and it raises questions about whether he needs to better manage his emotions in the twilight of his career. Conclusion. Learning from the incident. Ronaldo's reaction to John Duran's red card was undoubtedly controversial, drawing both criticism and sympathy from the footballing world. While his frustration was justified given the questionable decision, his response could have been more measured. As one of football's most iconic figures, he carries a responsibility to uphold the standards of professionalism and leadership. This incident serves as a reminder that while passion is an essential part of the game, maintaining composure is equally important. Ronaldo has the experience and influence to inspire the next generation of footballers, and moments like these provide an opportunity for reflection. If he can channel his competitive spirit in a more constructive manner, he will further solidify his legacy as not only a great player, but also a respected leader in the sport.